Last summer, I made either a critical error or a fantastic mistake. We were reviewing my friend Matt's decked out Beta 500, and I'd been off the bikes for a few months with a messed up back and was fatter and even more out of shape than usual. And despite the astounding capabilities of Beta's high-power, low-weight dual sport, I was really struggling.
Oh, crap!
And that is when it happened. My good friend Garrett suggested he ride the highway modded Beta while I jumped on his 2017 counterbalanced KTM 300XC.
I'm glad you like that bike, because I don't want to get off this one.
So even though I only rode it for a few hours, I have dreamed of owning one since that day. And when a rare 2017 XCW, the cheapest of the counterbalanced two-strokes, came up for sale sort of near me, I asked my wife, and she was like,
Do it.
And I asked my producers, and they were like,
Do it. Do it.
And I talked to my bank, and they were like,
You can do it!
And there was much rejoicing.
And for an untalented, slow, sort of chubby middle-aged man like myself, it was the ultimate off-road cheat code, a source of dark magic that makes even the gooniest of dirt-riding dingbats feel like trail-ripping enduro champs. In short, the 300 was a revelation. Buying a needy orange dirt bike that literally breathes fire is quite a departure for me and my channel, just like buying an orange adventure bike was last spring. But before the pitchforks are sharpened and the torches are lit, I should explain that I've owned and loved 4 Suzukis, 2 Kawasaki's, 4 Yamahas, 2 Hondas, a BMW, and a Zongshen. I think it's okay if I sip just a little orange Kool-Aid once in a while. I'm not all the way to the dark side yet.
Cause I up, keep it up, keep it up. Oh.
And don't think that since I bought a two-stroke dirt bike that I've abandoned my love for dual sports. Weirdly, having this little bike makes me appreciate the dual sport motorcycle even more. And here's the brutally honest why. In just 3 rides, my KTM 300 has required more work and maintenance than my DRZ has needed in the past 3 years of weekender rallies, and that is not an exaggeration. There's an exhaust leak from the header, a coolant leak, it weeps from the head, it's missing a bunch of bolts, some of which are snapped, the fork seals leak, and it seeps oil from the bottom of the silencer. But oddly, inexplicably even, it is worth it. And that speaks volumes. I've come to grips with the fact that it is a high-performance, high-maintenance dirt bike that cost way too many McDoubles. And it's not going to be a hassle-free experience, but I will admit, I understand now. So it's funny, I love riding the 300, and in my fairly inexperienced dirt bike opinion, it is the best dirt machine I've ever been on, and I'm serious, I think it's a perfect 10. But oddly, its many drawbacks are a great reminder of all the reasons I absolutely adore my old, inexpensive, reliable dual sports so much. It is astonishing that my now 20-year-old DRZ can do many of the same trails and still make it around the world. So don't be mistaken, dual sports are still my jam, but I am dead serious. If you're perfectly content with your ride, under no circumstances should you ever swing your leg over a counterbalanced KTM 300 because it is a naughty little home wrecker. And like any true dream bike, if it's my definition of the perfect 10, I'm gonna make it into my dream bike. So I've got plans for it. In fact, the build is already in progress, and trust me, this thing is going to be a sexy little trail weapon. The build details will be coming up soon, along with an explanation of why I went with a two-stroke when really, I have never been a fan until now. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you liked the video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And as always, I want to thank my producers for making this video and every video on my channel, and very literally this bike, possible for me. And a very special thanks to one of my top patrons, the very guy you've seen dominating the trails throughout this video, my amazing friend Garrett Waslin. Thank you so much for riding with me and coaching me and just being an awesome friend for the last few years. But also, you're a little bit evil for letting me ride your 300 and getting me hooked on this whole two-stroke thing. Thanks for that. Much love, everybody. eveRide out.